Hi everyone, this is Dee from What I Do with My Money, and today we're going to be setting up my budget planner. So today it's a little bit different because this setting up will be available in two versions. So today you will see me just with a voiceover explaining what I have done, and a little bit later in the month you will see the ASMR version. So really it's without any sound, any music, anything. The only thing that you will be listening to is the ruffling of the papers. So I think it's very fun. So let's see what we have for this month. Hello, everyone. So today we are setting up the planner, and I've been recording this at least 10 times. Either the video is not working or the sound is not working. So hopefully, if you see this video, it's because this last recording worked. Okay. So I'm just showing here all the stuff that I got. So I am a Patreon with Budget with Ira, and I received stickers, monthly stickers, paycheck by paycheck stickers, and this is what I got, and everything is so lovely. I just love this hacks. And this month we did receive some dashboards, and they're so pretty. I love them, and I think I'm gonna convert them into some of them into envelopes and some of them as actual dashboards. So let's see what's gonna happen with that. And also, just so you know, I the reason why that you see this a little bit sped up is because I have already recorded this. I made an ASMR version, so the original file is for an ASMR version that you will see later on this month. I decided to make ASMR videos because I love to watch budget YouTubers late at night before I go to sleep. And I also like to watch ASMR. And I thought that if I would combine both, it would be super cool for those that actually like it. But I have this version for, the people that like to have a conversation with me. And I had prepared in advance all the tables that I need. So instead of writing everything down and doing the lines by myself, I just decided that it would be easier for me just to have them prepare in advance and print them and cut them. That's what I have prepared, and I have the stickers here. By the way, I have changed my tiers for as a Patreon for Budget with Ira, and I won't be receiving the stickers anymore. Which is really really sad. Like I love his stickers, but it doesn't matter. Like I completely agree with all the tiers, and if I had the means, I would be a sugar daddy. But finances. I thought of something like I had a project for my future planners, and you will also see that during the month. And I really hope that you like that, and I can't wait to make the planner, the month of March set up together. Really, like I'm so excited about that. So more to come. What I'm doing here in these 2 pages, what I'm going to be doing is just setting up the calendar first. So I took the stickers that I need for the calendar, and if you notice, I noticed that January was 2024 and February was 2023. So Ira, you made a little mistake here. And but it's okay, it's fine. I'm gonna use it still. So I have one side with 4 days, one side with 3 days, but the little space here it's used for notes, as Ira has in his stickers. And I think it was like so much easier for me just to do it like that and have all the basic things that repeat month by month or paycheck by paycheck, just to make them by myself and print them was a great idea. Last month, the cells for my calendar were too small. No, actually, they were not too small. They were just on the wrong side. So this time, I made all the cells match the stickers. You'll see after when I put the stickers in the cells, it actually matches. But for some reason, the weekdays didn't match the width of the cells. But it's okay. I just cut it, and it barely is noticeable. So That's what I'm doing here. So I'm just cutting it to make it match the sales, and have the notes here. And after that, oh yeah, so we have the stickers for the days that are not part of the month. And I always do this same mistake. I've been doing my setup, I don't know, for years. And I've been a Patreon with Ira for a year now. So I've had at least a year of his stickers. And see, I prepared the date. So I should start the first of the month on Thursday. And I always make the same mistake. I never start what I should start. So it's just so annoying, but I always do the same mistake. And I always try to, this time I put the sticker first and not the dates first, just to make sure that I wouldn't make a mistake. But no, I did. See, Friday. I started on Friday. And you will see I will continue on like this for at least 2 weeks before I realize that I've made a mistake and I have to redo it all over again. One good thing, like, of the quality of Budget with Ira's things, especially with the stickers, because I'm talking about the stickers here, is that you can just, reuse them. So if you made a mistake or they're crooked, then you can just unstick them and stick them back where it should be. So that was not a problem. Like, I didn't tear the paper or anything. It was just easy to make the correction. There you go. There, I noticed. So I just have to make the correction and move everything again. And I will continue on with that after. Okay, so let's continue with the dates. And there's a lot of people that use this calendar for many, many things. And I've seen YouTubers, budgeters, use the calendar to have a follow-up on their expenses during the month. I don't exactly do it the same way, just because 90% of my expenses are things that I know that are going to happen, or just recurring bills, and everything else is in envelopes. So if I need to pay for something, I'm going to take the money from the envelope. In the rare case where I don't have the money, I'm going to have to use my credit card. So what I decided to do to fit my needs is that I use the calendar to have a follow-up on the unexpected expenses. So that's where I'm going to put everything that hasn't been budgeted. And then at the end of the month, I'll know how much I have more in debt on my credit card. You probably saw that. So in my last video with that I did, just the end of the month follow-up. And I just use it for the first time. And I also use one of the pages I'm going to do now. And it was super, super, super interesting for me to do that. So now we are on the second part of the way that I use my budget. So because I don't show all the numbers or all my income online, I only show whatever is going in my budget envelopes. So not to make it too boring or not to be hiding too many things, I decided to just, here, instead of being my full income, it's just the savings or whatever I'm going to be withdrawing from the bank to put in my envelopes. So you'll see the global amount that I have for the month. I do my budget on a digital planner, and it's practically the same thing every month. Some numbers might change from time to time. Let's say if there's some, like now I have a little bit more because I paid off one debt, so I don't have to pay that. So the numbers might change like that, but because I am salaried, so I have like a yearly salary, my paychecks are always the same number. So it doesn't move. It's always the same thing. So I don't need to plan my budget every week. It's just, the same thing every month. So that's why, because of that, I had done before with my budget is that I create like a visual budget. That's how I called it, the visual budget. So it's just it's this table that you will see now is just the paycheck by paycheck, but an overview of the whole month at one glance. So I like the way that my brain works. I need to have like the just the global idea of what's going on, and then have the details. So paycheck by paycheck, have the details paycheck by paycheck. But it's really easy for me just to see in 1 month how my paychecks will be divided. And that's how I do it. Like, I don't like to divide it by category. Let's say transportation, or home things, or food, or entertainment. Like, it doesn't work for me, just because it's divided by paycheck during the month, because my paychecks don't change. And so that's how I do. Oh, here I got a little bit annoyed, because on the top of the table it matches, but on the bottom of the table it doesn't match. So I had to, again, just take the scissors and cut it and make it work for me. So if it's something that it may work for you, just to have it, if normal planners don't work for you, make your own planner. Make your budget and the way that you organize your budget work for you. And I think that's the only way that it's going to be successful. If regular planners are the perfect thing for you, then use it. And I think it's a headache less, just because you can take any planner and make it work for you. But if it doesn't work for you, just like myself, then make it your own. So I have a yearly salary, so all my paychecks are the same, but also I'm a single mother, so I have a lifestyle that might not be a lifestyle for other people. Other people might have big families, other people might have small families, other people might be, there's just themselves. Other people are like me, single parents, but only have one child. Some might be single parents with many child. So I just think that the beauty of budgeting is that you can make it work for you. And again, I love the stickers just because, they were so customizable and I could use them the way I want. But you will see in the next month, I just love, I can't wait to show you guys, seriously. I just love what I thought for the next month and making it work. So here I have on the bottom the debt. So it's just like what I pay in the month for my debts. But those are just like regular withdrawals made from my bank account. So again, it's not something that it's included here just because it's always the same thing. Just the odd moments when I'll decide to top it up if I have like just an income that I didn't know what's gonna come, and I have another income. Let's say when I have return on my taxes, or just money that the government sends, or things like that. So I'll have, or a bonus at work or whatever. So whenever I have like a little bit more money, I use it to top up my debts. And also I use the snowball debt payment system. So here I'm just decorating, and check-in is also the page I'm going to start right now. It's called check-in. From the stickers, what I've done in the last video, so in the video that came out on January 31st, 2024, when I went over the month, so I used it in a different way. This page, the stickers only. I have the first part. So you see here I have two tables. The table on the top is just to see how I've organized my money in the month for just for my saving incomes. Again, you won't see all the money that I get on the total of my income. What you see is only the money that I show on my videos and that I use for my budget envelopes. So the money here, it's just for my saving income, and to see what I've done and how my money is distributed. And it was eye-opening. Like, I never thought of doing this before, And it was the first time that I did it in my last video, like I said, but it was something that I loved doing. And I just it was eye-opening, and also it's gonna make me realize and be more mindful of where my money goes, because sometimes you're gonna put money in some envelopes, especially like the big, your long-term sinking funds or your high priority envelopes, and then your priorities might change, your lifestyle might change, your life might change, and things might move around. So it was very eye-opening for me to see how much was given, because you might think, oh yeah, I gave a lot of here, and then it's not what you thought compared to all the money that you've received. And yeah, I just loved it. So now we're on the second part of my budget planner. So the first part, like we saw, was the calendar. The second part is just the monthly things, so just to have like an overview of the whole month or closing the month. And now the third part in my budget planners is just the paycheck by paycheck follow-up. So here, what you see that I have here, that I have printed, is a table for each envelope. So how my money is distributed for my envelopes, and also it has the bill counts. So it's easy for me to see what I need for that paycheck, and then I just will do the bill count and note it down. So when I go to the bank, I know exactly what denominations I need and how many of each denominations. And so I have everything like in one page, so I know how I'm going to use that paycheck, but also what I need in the bank to take it out. And also just on the side, there's a little space, and I use it to write down the balance of the envelopes when I stuff my envelopes. And it's just because I decided to get rid of the trackers, the physical trackers, and because I feel like I was doing the job multiple times. So when I'm recording, I will count the envelope, the balance of the envelope, and I was filling my tracker and then writing it on my planner. And I write it on my planner because I use those numbers to put it on my digital planner. So I'm like, I'm doing the work like multiple times. So instead, I got rid of my trackers, and I'm just going to be counting the money, writing the balances next to the envelope name. And then when I have time, I will update my digital planner. So I really do need both the digital planner and the physical planner. To me, it just makes sense. But again, everybody's brain works different, and that's what works for me. Sometimes having the digital planner is easier. Sometimes having the physical planner is easier. But both of them work fine for me. And on this side, so we finished the right side. The right side is to see what I need for the paycheck. But on the left side, so every 2 weeks, I'm being paid every 2 weeks, by the way. Every 2 weeks, I also go to the grocery store and buy my food. So the way that I do it is that I take $500 a month. That's for 2 paychecks, and it's divided by 2. So every time I go, every 2 weeks, when I go buy my food, I have $250, which I take the whole amount once a month, and I divide it. So next to the paycheck side of the planner, I have my grocery list where I budget my list. If you want to see how to do that, then you can go and see my grocery playlist that I have. And here, so I was taking the stickers. I have just some food stickers that I was going to use for my grocery list side. And I noticed that I had the star stickers too. And I remember that the star stickers were to signify the dates of my paychecks. So I'm going to be paid on the 1st, the 15th, and 29th. And then I receive some money on the 20th too. But it's not going to be stuffed anymore. So I'm coming back because I finished doing the star stickers, and now I'm gonna put the food stickers. Because it's February, I try to do some pinkish things, or you know, something with hearts or anything, but that's it. I just love to add some little stickers like that to beautify my planner. And soon you will see the table. I'm not sure if I'm using a table, but whatever, I'm gonna put the stickers. So the way that I use this too is that when I plan my budget for my grocery shopping, I go online, and I go either just online on specific websites where I'm going to be purchasing food, or I go to delivery apps, and then I'm gonna do my budget with the online prices. Online prices are always higher, especially if you take a delivery app, because you have the higher online prices, store prices, then you have service fee, and then you have delivery fee. So if your budget is with all those fees and higher prices, you're respecting your budget, you can be sure that when you're going to go at the grocery store, you will have enough money for everything that you need. And it's just a peace of mind for me to not be stressing if I'm going to have enough money. Especially now in Canada, we're in a recession. So, and plus we also have inflation. So the prices are ridiculous here. Like in the United States, for the amount of money that I spend on food here, you would have 3, 4, 5 times the amount of food for what I pay here. But it is what it is. So you have to make it work for yourself. And it's the same thing for me. So I have a decent budget for my food, but some people might have a lower budget. And it's the same thing. You still have a constraint of budget, and it works for me just to have the online prices, and then going to the store and know that I have more than enough money to pay for my things, and then sometimes even have money left over. So it's just, a peace of mind for me that I know that, okay, I have a budget of $250 this time, and I've prepared, and I know that I have more than enough money. So what you will see now is that I do the same thing. So for every paycheck, on the month of February, there's 3 paychecks. So you will see that I will make this same process 3 times for every paycheck. Also, I just noticed that I feel more comfortable just doing this in a voiceover. Just using the mic and talking, like I feel more comfortable. Maybe because I used to have a podcast before, but I just feel more comfortable. Whilst when I do the recordings and I'm filming myself, I feel super self-conscious. And I'm sorry I'm making everything shake, but I'm just making sure that you guys see well and that the lighting is okay. So let's just watch for the process of preparing week 2 and week 3. So what you will see now is that I'm going to start to fill all the information inside of my planner. So I'm going to follow up with my digital planner, and I have bought a color lead for my mechanical pencils just to match Ira's theme for every month. But that was before he changed the tiers and before I decided to change tiers myself. So, and this month is purple, so I'm taking the pink lead from last month and I'm just trying to make it come out. And this was funny because I tried so many times and the lead was just not coming out, and I was, is it stuck? And then I turn it and it's not falling, so I'm like, okay. I just did it so many times, guys. I mean, I got 5 minutes when it finally came out. So I'm going to be just following my digital planner and filling the blanks here. So for paycheck number 1, 2, and 3 for the month of February, and just making sure that everything is filled for every paycheck. The only thing that happened is that I updated my binders and I moved some envelopes around, and the numbers were not in the same line. So I filled the information for my first paycheck first, and then I realized that the numbers were not making sense, and then corrected myself. So I'm just going to be filling. So what you see here is I'm writing all the numbers of how much I'm going to be filling the envelopes for the first paycheck, and then how much for second paycheck, and then for the third paycheck. I'm going to have a total, and the total is going to go in the income spaces. There you go. So that's where you see that I realized that I made a mistake. And I'm just going to go over the total, and it's what you will see in the total income. Just remember, it's not the full income, and it's just for the saving envelopes or the money that I withdraw from the bank for that paycheck. And then here, I usually do that at the end of the month. So we can have a follow-up, or closing the month, I mean, not a follow-up, but more like closing the month. But there's, the budgeted amounts is not going to change. So this is what I planned at the beginning of the month, and then I can just fulfill everything else at the end of the month. Like I explained before, so I filled my month, so the entire month, what I call my visual budget. and so I can see the whole month how it's going to go. But here I'm dividing everything paycheck by paycheck. So you will see that I'm going to start filling out this side of the planner with all the information. It's the same numbers that you saw before, but just divided by paycheck. And then I'm just going to be filling lines for the shopping list on the left side of the planner. So I'm done, guys. I finished putting the stickers, filling the information in, and this is how it looks. So this is the calendar, and this is how it looks. And then the first part, so whatever, I have like an overview of the whole month and when I'm going to be closing the month. And then you have the second part, which is the paycheck by paycheck. So thank you very much, guys, and I wish you financial health, emotional health, and physical health. See you. Bye.